Welcome everybody to another edition of Tournament Talk here at Sun Journal. Yes, it's basketball tournament time. No time. It is, and no time makes us more happy here at the Sun Journal than to bring you the coverage of the high school basketball tournament from Augusta and Portland. Justin Pelletier, Kevin Mills, Cal Oakes here to break down a couple of classes. Let's start with Eastern Class A, and the Eastern Class A around here starts with talk of Edward Little and Oxford Hills. What can we expect out of these two teams? Obviously the talk this year, Edward Little losing one of their top players going into the tournament, still managed to hold on to that second seed, but it's going to be tough sledding for them. Yeah,
they beat Hampton during the regular season, and but they're really a team in adjustment right now. It's kind of interesting talking about Oxford Hills. They lost one of their top players earlier in the year, but they've had the whole season to adjust to that, and Edward Little hasn't, and losing their point guard makes a big difference, and so they're trying to adjust to that, and a lot of players stepping into new roles, and it'll be a tough matchup with Hampton.
We've kind of seen this movie from Oxford Hills before too. The last few years, they seem to peak late in the season, the second half of the season, just before the tournament. It's been their trend the last 2 or 3 seasons. So going in, really nothing to lose in the first round in that 1-8 game.
They've won 8 straight, and they're feeling pretty good about themselves.
I was going to say the 8th seed. They are playing an undefeated team in Skowhegan, a Skowhegan team that you say only they beat Edward Little in the KVAC championship game by less than 10 points, but EL used a 10-0 run against second half players, if you want to call them that, to get to that to be that close. Does Oxford Hills have a legitimate chance to stay in the game here with Skowhegan?
Yeah, they have a history of playing top seeds real tough. They knocked off one from Lawrence a couple years ago. Like I said, they're playing real well. They're playing with confidence. They're going into this with feeling that they got nothing to lose against the #1 seed. So I think they'll press and push Skowhegan a little bit. I think Skowhegan ultimately is too strong and will eventually win, but the Vikings will give them a tough run.
As far as the rest of the bracket lays out, you get Skowhegan 1, Edward Little 2, but again, susceptible possibly, even if they do get by Hampden, they're going to have to play the winner of Brunswick and Messalonskee, and that's going to be another tough matchup for them going forward.
And Messalonskee just had a great run last year, and Brunswick has been kind of the disappointing team the last couple of years. Different look, different coach this year, so that'll be an interesting first round matchup.
And then the other matchup, we've got Ararat and Morse to get the winner of the Skowhegan-Oxford Hills matchup. How do you see that bracket playing out?
I think that both of those teams are very similar. I think those 3 mid-coast teams are kind of mirror images of each other. I think the team really to watch, other than Skowhegan, is Messalonskee. I think they're kind of in a position they were last year. They kind of struggled at the end a little bit, but they turned it on in the playoffs, and they've got a talented team with experience, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's Skowhegan and Messalonskee in the final.
Thank you very much, folks, for joining us here. That's our Eastern A wrap-up. For more, go to sunjournal.com/tourney10 and look us up. We have previews for all of the other classes right here at sunjournal.com. Enjoy the tournament.